while the big boys are away on African mission, well, the rest have to keep on the lights as they play in the PSL. We look at all the fixtures that are happening right here, weekend. And gentlemen, there's a lot of action that's happening, and there's even a derby that's there, KZN and derby to be exact. Durban City, we were speaking about Durban City the other day, and we were saying we owe the Cambodians an apology we're relaying because they never believe this is the coach that they want. Marikibon coach Milan Dorpo, coach Mbe.
Yeah, Otu. Yeah, he's gone. So.
Really lovely taker.
Yeah, he won't lovely Taylor. Hey, but a collaboration. Hey, what's up?
Hey, advanced.
The technology. Yeah, so he was very specific on that letter because I went through it and you could see who was directed the letter to. But we are not here. The coach, we know who's the coach of the Durban City.
And it's not the first time that this conversation about the technology and what comes up.
The coach even said to the Mashiko, say, you stop inventing, you must be a left back. I want you to do your job.
But Lufuno, I've got no problem with Coach Gavin Hunt believing in what he believes. The problem comes in when he looks down on others just because your way is not the only way that works. Your way works for you, and your way almost led you to relegation because we can't only take the good of what he has done. Because when the way that football is going and growing, you can always be there to scout players, so does he not rely on stats? You need to be able to know which players are doing everything. You're not going to be able to cover the entire page. You need to know where's who running, and that embracement of technology and that embracement of different style. Just say, Mashiko, here we're doing this. Don't say nonsense. You don't do that. You don't play, because then we're going to say, show us a trophy that your system has played. What does he show us?
It's going to show the leagues.
When?
But the leagues are the leagues.
At some point.
Portfolio game.
But they're there.
No. But
you cannot run away from it. They'll show you the leagues.
No, but then we will say, did he assemble the team or did Pito Musimani assemble the team?
Hey, Mampos.
He assembled vets from scratch. From relegation, assembled vets.
No, but we will also assist you that to say,
credit.
But that's what I'm saying. Do not look down on other people who use different things. But you must end
there. Don't say he must show you what he has.
Because he will show you.
Because he will show you.
He will even bring out trophies.
He will bring trophies.
From Swallows.
So credibility-wise, in terms of trophies, he's got them.
We shouldn't even question it.
You can't question it.
You're missing
He's one of the most successful coaches in the PSL.
In fact, if we're looking at the active coaches right now, he holds... You're
missing the point. What I'm saying is that your system, that's what you prefer.
Yeah, let's end
Do not look at other people.
Let's end it there.
All right, gentlemen, I'm not going to end it there. I want to find out, because now he's taking on an Amazulu.
Yeah.
Yes, Amazulu did not start as well as we had anticipated. Yeah. And perhaps maybe it could have been, how they were playing in the MTN 8. You see they got knocked out now in the Kali. So, but there's just a 3 points difference when you look at this team. And as much as we think Durban City is high-flying, Mamposa, Mangete Paul, there seems to be a bit of stability, especially with the playing personnel that they have. They've recently acquired the service of Kutumen.
Look, I think the way that...
Chen,
Chen helped Kutumela because he was scoring left.
Number 10, eh?
Chasing number 10. So I think the one thing that is very clear is that compared to years of past, Amazulu looked very stable team. But also, Durban City on their side are coming off doing very well in terms of when you look at where they were. I don't think anybody, because even when they appointed Coach Gavin Hunt, most people were saying, why are you getting rid of a coach that got you promoted? And being able to get the players and everything else. And Coach Gavin Hunt was coming off whereby he almost got Super Sport relegated. So those things, there were some question marks around it. And now with Amazulu going where they are, it's going to be very interesting in terms of who applies what better, because Coach Arthur Zwane, he's starting to have a team that he's starting to rely on and a way of playing that he wants that is able to, Lufuno can vouch for what Arthur Zwane can be able to do. So those are the things that you're going to be able to say, start building on the forward movement of certain players, on the stability that you've created within the team. It's going to be an interesting game.
Talking about Amazulu, the one problem that Coach Arthur Zwane had last season was the man between the sticks. So it seems like there's a bit of stability this time around, and that has helped him.
Maybe when you look at the Kaizer Chiefs game. But after the Kaizer Chiefs game, you look at the Culling Black Label game, says back to square one.
So are you saying Johnson?
The guy considered 3 goals.
Are you saying Johnson? Who knows fine?
Nah, for me, he needs to do better. I mean, he was beaten in the near post in the Carling Cup because goalkeepers you can't really rate them when you playing big teams. They will always raise their game. You need to see them when they're playing, other games like Magesi and whatsoever. So that's why I say you can never doubt Chippa because Chippa's form is always the same. Either he plays against Sundowns or he plays against Amazulu. He plays the same way. So it's better than what they had last season.
But this 5 at the back that he has, it seems like a defensive-minded approach. But then, and something that
very defensive.
It's not something that I've become accustomed to from Mangete. It seems like a coach that's very enterprising going forward.
Look, I think the one thing that one has to be able to do, it's been said that defense will win you trophies and will win you championships. And you look at the way that Amazulu had been conceding, it then therefore meant that he's got to be able to relook at what is it that I need to be able to do. Because if you keep a clean sheet and you score 1 goal, it gives you a chance. But if you keep scoring and the back is open, then therefore you end up conceding more goals than you're scoring. Yeah. So yes, he's had to change, and it shows adaptability on him as a coach to be able to say, I recognize the problem, my system that I was working in is not working, let me then adapt and be able to find a better way that works, and that's why he's taken the route that he has.
There's a Magesi versus TS Galaxy, a TS Galaxy that a lot of people thought, TS Galaxy, new coach, players have gone, squad size is very thin. Luvuno, miracles are happening.
No, they're doing well. I think we must give credit to the coach and the playing personnel, because for me, one thing that I love about TS Galaxy is the tempo of the game, how they play their games. They are very fit. Yeah, they are very, very fit. They go at you. They will play the same way they play. They will increase the pace. They will try and get behind you with the speed, and they score goals. TS do score goals.
I mean, right now they won 4 of their matches, losing 3. Is this where we really could grade them and say, is it too early to try and tell and look at the log table? Because you shouldn't rush. Maybe let's give it about 10 games. But they're in the top 8.
Cox, that's the danger. Don't look at the log table and not rush. Because the first one to get to 30, you know you're safe, and that's what you want to do.
So you want to wrap it up quickly.
You want to wrap it up as quickly as possible.
An experiment.
In the past 8 years, when Sundowns has won the league, they've won it mainly in the first round.
Yeah.
Because you collect the points as quickly as possible and be able to get moving and make sure that everybody that now has to work against what you've already accumulated. Now, what TS Galaxy has done, it's a team that at the beginning of the season they had administrative issues with FIFA because they were banned from signing players and players were leaving, and they've managed to.
But it seems like they're always a paycheck away from sorting out their FIFA problems.
You can always sell people. You can always buy.
Why are you talking?
No.
One of the Bafana players there, but it's just a matter of time.
No, we asked for. They asked for a loan, but we're okay. We will allow them to be able to. But what has happened is that, again, the sale of the likes of Siwelele, that goes into offsetting the payment that they've had. But on the field, what the coach has done with the limited resources that he's had has been phenomenal. You're looking at from the analyst side in terms of what they do. I mean, you look at even when they get a penalty, the way that the whole bench looks up to the analyst to be able to give them that information. They're embracing what is there, and they've been able to get that working for them. And then you take Magesi at home, they've been unstoppable. There's very few teams that have come there, they've gone to Sekhukhune and have won. Yeah. So that when the two meet, it should be able to be a very interesting game.
Gallants, they're taking on Sunday, they'll be taking on Chippa United. Chippa, I was excited by the project.
The new guy, Verman, the coach. Not the coach.
Oh, the coach.
Yeah. Look. I think his days are numbered.
But it's because don't you think the fact that he didn't have a pre-season?
Washington and Ruby Clevalico Gallants.
No, that 28-year coach. He might not be as winning games as he should, but he doesn't lose games. So he doesn't lose games. So he's got a very sound, solid team. It looks like the team understand his philosophy, what they want, how they want to play, and they're grinding the result, when necessary. And I think they will get the result against Chippa.
A 28-year-old Lafite.
Yeah.
All right. That's how we wrap it up for now. And yes, I have to vacate the place because now can among Lungster. Raba itse ba ke re ka di finder predictions. So do stay with them Mzansi Funis. Ha re khutla re tla bona face off.